Somebody give me a thumbs up, man. I looked in here and everybody's staring at the. Thought they were still going.
All right, we've got head coach Mike Norvell, quarterback Jordan Travis, wide receiver Keon Coleman. Coach will open with the opening statement. Good thing.
Everybody good? All right. Just to start off, so proud of our team. There's been a lot of build-up and excitement about this game, this opportunity. I've talked all the way through fall camp and, even through the off-season, summer workouts, just all of it, just the mindset and the approach that these guys, what they bring to work every day. They've done a remarkable job in building relationships, just the way that they compete with each other. I told them before the day that, they're built for a time like this stage, two top 10 teams in the country. Wasn't real pleased with some of the things that showed up in the first half. I thought we made some foolish mistakes at times, and that happens. You got to play this game with emotion, and I want an emotional team, but I want it to be controlled. I want to make sure that we're disciplined, that we're continuing to focus on the little things. And I told the guys at halftime, and I tell you that, both sides did a remarkable job in how they responded to that. But that second half, that was a glimpse of what I think this team can do and where I think it can go. But there's a lot of things that we're going to have to clean up after it. And, I appreciate them. Obviously there's excitement in the locker room, but, that was one game. That was our first step. And it's a big step, right? You get a chance to be on this stage. You want to go play well. And, I don't think we played our best game. But I thought that second half, we were able to really finish the way that we wanted to, and I'm proud of them for the way that they continue to battle, the way they showed their resilience, and just who they are. I'd be remiss to not in that atmosphere, our crowd, our fans, unbelievable job. It was an electric atmosphere that we got to play in. It's great to be able to be here in our home state and to see such a wonderful turnout, and just the energy in that game. It had a championship type feel to it, and I thought it was just a great experience for our players and all that are part of the program. With that, I'll take questions.
Andrea Adelson, ESPN.com. Mike, you mentioned the second half. What type of statement do you feel like this team made, particularly with what you were able to do in the second half?
I thought that, I'm not, to be honest, I'm not really worried about the statements that they make. I just want to go see them play to their capability. And, I told the offense at halftime, I said, you will score every drive in the second half if we'll go out there and just focus on the little things, focus on the details. I'm glad that they went out and executed that. They did a wonderful job. I think, third down, Jordan was awesome. I think we're 9 of 14 or something like that on third downs. Obviously the fourth down conversion was huge. But just really proud of the way that they battled throughout. Defensively, what a great second half that they had. Creating the takeaway. Obviously, being able to get stops, get pressure on the quarterback, and then I loved the way that we finished being able to run the football. And that was it shows your training, it shows your toughness, it shows your desire and your will to finish. And that's what we want to be, and that's what we want to be known for. But really, it's more for us than so much than what the outside. But I'm definitely glad that everybody got to see a glimpse of the identity of this team, and now we get to go get better.
Alan Brevard, Sports Network. Coach, when I look at the stats, the thing that jumps out to me is the efficiency of this offense tonight. 4 for 4 in the red zone, 69% on third down. Jordan was 74%. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Well, we've got really, really good football players, and those guys, they compete hard in practice. I guarantee if you asked any one of them, they're gonna look back to the things where it could have been better, and that's what makes them really good. And they approach every day as if it's a game. It's something we're gonna have to continue to do. We're gonna have to clean up on some of the inefficiencies that we had. But we got great players, and when you have great players, you've got a wonderful staff. They do a great job in teaching fundamentals. You see the development within all the positions that we have. It's really impressive, and I'm just I told our guys they just need to go out there and just be them. They don't have to put on for anybody else or to get caught up in the moment. Let's just go out there and just play the way we know we're capable of playing. And I thought they did an exceptional job with that.
Hello, I'm Joseph McLean, Dame Patrick School of Sportscasting. This question's for Keon. What are you most grateful for after a monster first game like this at Florida State?
Well, really just being thankful for the opportunity. Coach saying yes to me, coming to a new school out the transfer portal and just believing in me. And grateful for my teammates, getting to show them that the hard work that we've been putting in this whole summer is paying off and getting to show a glimpse of what I can do, and not only me, just what our whole receiver room and the rest of the team can do.
I'm grateful for you saying yes, too.
Jordan, it felt like there was maybe a moment. Was there a moment in the first half before that last drive of maybe recentering yourself? It felt like there was a before and after of your performance in this game from kind of that moment.
Yeah, I got to come out faster than that, how I started. I started slow. I don't know if it's just first game, jitters or what it was, but I just had to settle myself in. It's easy when I have great teammates around me just to push me and tell me they got my back no matter what. Got a great defense, too, that keeps us in the game the entire time, no matter turnovers, all that stuff. They have my back. Yeah, you got guys like Keon, Johnny, those guys making big-time plays, making my job easy. But, yeah, I mean, the offensive line stepped up. It starts up front every single time. They stepped up that second half and made it easy for me, so I'm grateful for them.
I definitely want to give a shout-out to our O-line as well. I mean, that's a group that knows how to rush the passer, and they've got some dynamic players. And I thought that even when we gave up some pressure early, I thought those guys responded really well, and I'm proud of for the O-line and the way that they were able to battle against some talented guys.
Hey, Keon, back here in the back corner, Megan Glover, KTC in Louisiana. Obviously, you want to come out with a dominant performance in your first game, but playing against your home state, was that any extra motivation for you?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't really think so. I mean, I take it as a game. I get to go out and just do what the Lord blessed me to do, just play football and be able to have fun with it and take every game as its own and just go out there and try to get the dub. But it added a little salt to the wound. That's the home state. A lot of my family are fans of them, but I ain't so much of a fan of them. I'm a Seminole now.
Stuart Mandel from The Athletic for Mike. Obviously, when you got here 4 years ago, this was a rebuilding project, and it didn't necessarily happen overnight. But to have a night like this, a top 10 showdown like this, a win like this, does it feel like somewhat validation for all the work you put in?
I'm proud of our players. I'm grateful for our administration. I'm grateful for the people I get to work with every day. We knew it was going to be a process. We stayed true to the process. We stayed true to continuing to work to get better. As coaches, there were good days, there were bad days. Things that we did well, things we had to get better at. But same thing as we continued to grow our team with young players. We all had to go through it. I've told our team all the time, sometimes you had to go through what you need to prove you can get through. And we had to go through some really tough and challenging moments. But then we needed to be able to prove to ourselves that we could overcome, that we could rise up, that the things that we talk about, that they really, they're real. They're substance. You can sit there and watch a glimpse of who we are tonight, but you don't get to see the work that these guys put in. I'm not just talking about on the field. I'm not just talking about in the weight room. The work they put in the classroom. The work that they're putting in every area to try to push themselves to be their best. You get one opportunity, and I'm grateful for who I get to do it with. And I represent the greatest institution in the country. I've got a tremendous responsibility in what it needs to look like. Everybody wants to win, but it matters at Florida State what it looks like. And I appreciate that standard, and I appreciate the support that we get, and that we're going to continue to push to go improve and get better.
Coach, you talked about the atmosphere, top 10 teams, just the drama of the game. How good is it to be talking about football instead of conference realignment and TV contracts?
We enjoy playing the game, and our guys enjoy preparing for the game. We're grateful for what they, how they continue to grow and get better. And that was, like I said, that was a special night. And, you know, we played this game a year ago, you know, in the Superdome, and it was a wonderful, you know, showing from our Florida State family when we were there. And, man, tonight was just, it was just special. And, you know, I love seeing our guys get to celebrate afterwards. You know, everybody down with the Marching Chiefs, you know, it was really a cool opportunity that we were able to have.
Yeah, this is for Jordan. Michael Cobble from WBRZ in Baton Rouge. Just the matchups that you had outside and your ability to find them, the guys to make the plays. You guys had clear advantage, and did it feel like you were going to be able to exploit it once you kind of hit your rhythm and got it going?
Yeah, I knew it was a matter of time. We just had to stay locked in and stay focused, keep the main thing. But once again, it starts up front. I mean, if the offensive line doesn't protect and give me time, I can't make those throws downfield. So, I mean, shout out to them. Shout out to all the receivers making plays. We started slow with a couple drops in the first half. I got to put the ball up higher in a lot of the throws that make it easier for the receiver. But yeah, they make my job easy, like I said before. They make it easy, and it's fun out there. And it's fun winning football games.
This is for both players. How much did it resonate in the locker room, Brian Kelly's comments that it was pretty definitive, we're going to beat Florida State? How much attention do you pay to stuff like that?
You can ask that again. I didn't even hear what you said.
How much did it resonate in the locker room, Brian Kelly's comments? He definitively said we're going to beat Florida State. He said it last week.
What he said that?
I don't recall. I didn't see anything at all.
Yeah. It's good to be able to play the game.
Heck yeah.
Jordan, could you just talk about, you've gotten to throw to him now for a couple of months, what it's like, you already had the big freak on the other side, but throwing to Keon and what he does, what he can do to DBs, and just how kind of effortless he can make some things look?
Yeah, he's a really special player and a special teammate. I always talk about the person before the player. He's a great teammate to have in their locker room. It's always good vibes with him. He puts a smile on your face every single day when you walk in there. He always has energy. And you love playing with guys like that and playing for guys like that because he's just a great person. But yeah, I mean, he's a great athlete, a great player. I mean, he works so hard. I mean, it all comes from the offseason, how hard he works. So I'm so proud for him. And I envisioned all this last night, everything. Him making big plays, Johnny making big plays, and they did that. And Jaheim, all these new guys came in, just gelled very well with this locker room. I'm so grateful for them just being great people and great teammates. Thank you.
All right, thank you all.